Hi guys, Mark here for KetoKitchenCollection.com, and today's video is about the Keto 1 Meal Challenge, and we're going to be looking at breakfast so that all you guys out there who are complete beginners and noobs to the keto diet can just dip your toe in the water and get a feel for what the keto diet is like without really committing to it full time. You can do it for one meal or one morning and see how you go, see how you like it. It'll just give you a bit of a taste on what you can expect from that point on. And the other point is that you'll get to know what it's like to have no carbohydrates in it, or 2 points I should say, not one. You'll get to know what the keto diet feels like for one meal or half a day with no carbohydrates in what you're consuming and what you're eating and drinking. And also you'll get to feel maybe a little bit of what carbohydrate craving feels like, which you do experience just at the very first few days of the keto diet when you're transitioning into ketosis. And that's an important point. If you try to go into ketosis straight away, you've never done it before, and you come up against carbohydrate cravings, it can be a challenge to keep going. And you don't want to fall off the keto diet before you're even in ketosis, because that doesn't help your weight loss. So if you know what to expect, if you just dipped your toe in the water with a Keto 1 Meal Challenge, then you'll be familiar with what the carbohydrate cravings feel like. And rest assured, they will end once you're in ketosis. Your brain's not running on carbohydrates anymore in ketosis. It's running on fats and ketones. Those carbohydrate cravings will go away. But it's a good idea to understand what you'll come up against in those 2, 3, maybe 4 days leading up to ketosis. So, and you do want to give yourself the best chance of success. So that's why it's important to test this out. So, the meal is scrambled eggs and bacon, or scrambled eggs and sausages, or all three of them. That's completely fine. They're all keto approved foods. Now, if you want a recipe for the scrambled eggs and sausages, you'll get one in the link below, in the information section below. If you want a specific video recipe of how to make perfect keto scrambled eggs, have a look in the top right corner of the screen. I've got one right here on my YouTube channel. So, with the eggs, no milk. Okay, let's talk about the ingredients and the food specifically now. With the eggs, no milk. Milk is not a keto approved food. You can put butter with it, you can put salt and pepper with it, that's fine. And look, if you want to have, eggs in some other manner, you don't have to have them scrambled. You can just have fried eggs if you want. It really doesn't matter. But my preference is for scrambled eggs, and there's a video that tells you exactly, perfectly how to do it in the top right-hand corner of the screen or link below. So no milk. With the bacon, bacon's just bacon. You don't have to trim the fat off it. Just it's a free-for-all with bacon. Just eat as much as you want. Don't trim the fat off. Don't trim the rind off. Just go hard. With the sausages, make sure the sausages are low-carb sausages. I used to think that all sausages were pretty much carb-free, essentially, and they're really not. I don't know what they put in them to make there be some kind of carbohydrate content, but something's in there. Typically in all sausages, you want to make sure each sausage you have has no more than around 2, maybe 3 grams of carbohydrates in it per sausage. Really, you don't want to go above about 5 or 6 grams of carbs for this entire meal. So if you're going to have sausages, I'd probably leave it to 2 low-carb sausages and throw some bacon in on top and just see how you go. If you're doing it all in the fry pan, it's going to be easy to just cook it all at the same time anyway. So, bacon, sausages, or both, your choice. The scrambled eggs or fried eggs, however you want to do it, your choice. Importantly, with this breakfast, now here's an important point. You really want to properly experience, I guess, the keto lifestyle just for the morning, from when you wake up through to lunchtime. At lunchtime, you can eat carbs again, eat whatever you want at lunchtime. But for that period of 6 or 8 hours up to lunchtime from when you wake up, you want to experience the keto lifestyle. So have your eggs and bacon and sausages meal. No milk in the eggs if you're going to scramble them. With your coffee, if you have coffee, have it black. Don't put milk in it. Milk's not keto approved. Have a lot of water. Have water with your meal. Have any multivitamins you would normally have throughout the day and that sort of thing. If you have fish oil capsules, that's fine. That's fat. That's keto approved food. So make sure you have those. If you're going to have anything, for example, I like to get my caffeine hit in the morning from Pepsi Max. Pepsi Max is fine. Coke Zero is fine, as long as it's 0 calorie and 0 sugar. Don't go having a regular Coke because it's packed full of sugar, and that's not keto approved, okay? Now, what I prefer for you guys to do is to eat your fill, okay, as much as you want of the eggs and bacon and your couple of sausages in the morning to really fill yourselves up. All right, it's going to be probably pretty fatty. You're not going to be used to it. It's going to be a bit unusual. Look, it's bacon. It's going to be delicious regardless, but you can end up having too much bacon. Believe me, I've tried it and I succeeded at it. But eat your fill in for breakfast and then try not to eat anything for morning tea. Go all the way through to lunch until midday or 1 o'clock thereabouts, and then just go on with your normal diet, whatever you're eating from day to day at the moment. That will give you a good period of time, a good maybe 5 or 6 hours where you're just functioning off that keto breakfast. You're not having anything throughout the day. So you may be a bit hungry by the time you get to lunch. That's fine. But what I really want you to try and experience is those carb cravings. And it's a little bit different. When you feel hungry, you feel it in your stomach. When you have the carb cravings, you kind of feel it in your head because your brain's calling out for carbohydrates. That's what it wants to run on until you're in ketosis. And again, the carb cravings aren't something to be worried about. It's just that people don't usually ever experience that. And you want to be at least a little bit familiar with it so that when you do go full on into the keto diet, you're not coming up against something that you haven't experienced before. And you want to make it as easy on yourself as you can. So if you're forearmed with that experience, you'll be able to push through it so much easier, get into ketosis, get the weight loss you want. So that's why essentially we're doing this 1 meal challenge. Now, if you really find that you have to eat something through the morning, honestly, try and keep it keto approved. I would say the best thing is just have a chunk of cheese, totally keto approved food. I'm trying to keep it really simple and basic here, guys, so you don't have to think too much. Have a chunk of cheese. I'm not talking about those cheese slices, the squares that you unwrap. I'd probably steer away from that. I can't remember, but I think they may have a little bit of carbohydrate content in them. Stay away from that stuff and just go with a block of cheese. Again, as much as you want. Don't worry about it. If you have to eat, you can eat cheese, and if you're hungry, just eat until you're not hungry anymore. If that doesn't work for you, if you're lactose intolerant, maybe have a small amount of nuts that just fit in the palm of your hand. They're easy to get. They're relatively inexpensive, preferably almonds, maybe macadamias. Don't have too many though, because they do have a reasonable carb content in them, and that's what you want to avoid. So if you can stay clear of the nuts, if you can stay clear of everything after breakfast up until lunch, that is what will serve you best and will give you the best feel for the keto diet. So to recap, the keto 1 meal challenge for breakfast, you've got scrambled eggs, you've got sausages, I'd say about 2 low carb sausages, and as much bacon as you want. Don't bother trimming the fat off. Drink water. Don't put milk in your scrambled eggs, or if you have coffee, don't put milk in your coffee. Skip morning tea, and then just go to lunch and eat whatever it is you want to eat for lunch, and just see how you feel. And I'll tell you what, once you do that, please post in the comment section below and let me know how you get on. Let me know if you had any, if you felt great, if you had any challenges with it, if you felt the carb cravings, if you've got any questions about any aspect of it at all, post in the comment section below and let me know, and myself and any of the other watchers out there who've been through ketosis themselves can give you as much detailed information and help as we possibly can. So if you got some value from this video, guys, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.